Good morning, everyone. I'm going to start the stream a few minutes early today. And the reason I'm starting the stream a few minutes early today is because I was sitting here. So I'll sit here before the stream starts every morning. And I'll kind of like have a little bit of quiet time. So I'll sit here before the stream starts. Hold on, let me turn my. There we go. I'll have a little bit of quiet time. And this morning, I'm sitting here and, I'm like, oh, the stream starts in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or so. And I'm usually just right here. It's not like I go very far. And we had a puppy, a beautiful young puppuccino, come and tell me good morning. He's done with his breakfast. So I'm actually timed it just right. We got about 5 minutes before I'm supposed to start. And I'm going to go let him out one more time before the stream starts. But I figured you all wanted to see the cute puppy. Okay, so give me 5 minutes. We'll do the whole thing. So this is behind the scenes sneak peek. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, we'll get started a little early. Turn my music up. There we go. I still have to go let Björn back into the house. So, there is a good chance I get started and then we take a moment and pause. Okay. What we're going to be working on today is we'll spend a few minutes checking the news, as per usual. And then we're going to try to fix this read-only file system error on my Mastodon server. And then we're going to figure out a longer-term plan of what we want to do with Mastodon. We're probably going to want to scale the thing, and I'll probably end up putting another server in the rack over there and moving some of the stuff around. But, getting it online first is the important part. Okay. So, I'm super stoked to be here. And sorry, I'm reading the chat. It looks like people are telling me hello and good morning, and somebody just did an uptime command. I didn't even realize I had an uptime command. Anyway, welcome to good morning. So yeah, so it's good to see you, Atom Fighter. It's good to see you, Gringo's Cocaine, Ordinary Boy 98. It's good to see folks, Phil, etc. Okay. So let's take the news. A file format to aid in security vulnerability disclosure. Interesting. So is this just like a reporting? That's how you do researchers. Oh, cool. I love standardization. All right, let me go let the puppy in. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Cool. So looks like there is a new RFC editor, so we can go toot about this. So we have a tutor now. We have Twitter and we have tutor. If you have not joined my Mastodon, you can come join and hang out with us, which is the Mastodon instance is what we're working on today. So that has been tooted. Cool. So this was a good read from the governing board here that Dems and Paris have responded to. Let's see. Amazon's Twitch seeks to revamp creator pay with focus on profit. Oh, this is cool. This is related to Twitch. Graded up to the top. Interesting. So here, this is a good link here. If folks want to go see it. Oh, hold on. Puppy time. Okay, and we are back. Cool. So this looks like Twitch partners can increase their sub split. My puppy is being a total hyper boy this morning. Here's the breach on GitHub. So I got an email about this from GitHub. They're responding very well. Contributor summit for KubeCon. Oh, here's an article. He probably won't buy Twitter. let's see, which one did I retweet? Here, hold on one second. We'll do undo. We'll delete this. Is Mastodon community better than Twitter? I don't know. That is a very subjective question. Okay. So there is that. And I think that's about all we're going to get into today. We can check Hacker News and just see what's going on, but probably not going to be very much here. Cluster membership in Rust. It took me 10 years to understand entropy. Terraform provider by Spotify. Interesting. So the most exciting one here, if I had to pick one, it would be this decentralized cluster membership in Rust. This could be the foundation of some exciting technology that really could make a difference in the world. Node view of a cluster state. This is probably worth reading, to be honest. Node A, Node B. Node A initializes a gossip round with Node B. It computes its digest. Sends the send message to digest Node A to Node B. Node B, upon receiving the send message. Dead and slow nodes. Heartbeat intervals. This is actually really good. This is really fucking good. Is going to disrupt the industry for the next 1 to 2 decades. I hate to say it, but centralized profit-driven ideas are dead because distributed systems. Seems like a normal CEO's. We'll say distributed systems work like this is going. The underlying tech is outdated. Okay. Getting a good tweet together is hard. Four characters. One character. There it is. Tweet. Should have tooted as well, but anyway, there we go. Cool, so that was a good read. News is done. Let's work on our problem. Good morning, how's everybody doing? If you haven't signed up for Tutor, check out Tutor. If you're not following Zunderscore, follow Zunder. There he is there. Let's take a look at our problem. I think it's a kernel problem, you guys. I think we actually get to debug a kernel problem today. I want to focus. If I do a manual focus, I can actually set the aperture back here, so you see how the microphone is blurry now, which means if I'm sitting back like right here, you actually get a nice clear view of my face and you can see the rack behind me. But it requires like that awkward like manual focus there. The aperture field in this lens is not super great. See how I'm already getting into the blurry zone here? If I come back, it's like here's the sweet spot. Actually, you know what we can do? We want it right where the microphone is. Let's see. Cool. So now if my head stays about right where the microphone was, I should stay nice and in focus. Yeah. Cool. I tried Retro Terminal. It's really slow when starting new windows. Cool. So let's take a look at our kernel. So what we're going to do is the problem here can be replicated with this, I believe. Let's go take a look. So if we go to Mastodon, and if we come here, if I try to upload a photo, right? Basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to find the error. We're trying to figure out why this isn't working. I think it's a kernel. Well, it's not a kernel problem. I think it's a kernel level tool that's getting in our way. But let me keep seeing what we got going on here. We should get a 422, like strong bad. 422. There we go. 422. Error processing thumbnail. Cancel our logs. Let's go find it. Status 200, status 202, 422, there. Cool, so that's the web. And if we do the same thing with Sidekick, I think this is where we get all of our read errors. Info. Here it is. This is what we have. So we can grep for Erno. There we go. This is what we're fixing. So I think these problems are coming from the systemd file. So, and we're getting them all the time. So the first thing I actually want to try is I want to do, look at the Mastodon configuration here. So we have paperclip. And we have temp, which is not in here. So the reason I'm worried about this, let's go to varlib Mastodon and let's check our temp permissions. So that is read, write, executable, read, executable, read, executable. So that is read only. So we could do, we want it to be read and writable by other, it should all be Mastodon now. This is the thing. So all of this should be running by Mastodon. What is system set to? So yeah, that's the same. That's 755. So this is varlib Mastodon temp cache. Boot snap. Right. So the user can write here. So I think it's a systemd thing. I really do. I think it's a systemd thing. And how we can check is we can Emacs. All right, so let's get myself up to debug here. We're gonna debug live. So we're gonna go to varlib Mastodon. Thanks, Sudden Gun. Cool, so we're gonna go to varlib Mastodon. So here's where we're gonna be doing our work. There we go. Sorry, I had to get my chair adjusted. So here's where we're gonna be doing our work. Okay, so let's get our journal cuddle command handy. So that's where we can replicate the problem. Let's also get our Emacs command handy. So this is where we can play with our systemd unit. We also want to get a some cuddle. So now we should be able to systemd reload there. And we should be able to check our logs, which we don't see any so far. There we go. Okay, now we're getting some again. Clear our screen. 1, 2, there we go. 2 seconds, 3 seconds, no big deal. Okay, so let's get hacking. So we're gonna simplify the bejesus out of it. So here, y'all wanna know my guess? You wanna know what I think it is? I think it's this system call filter right here. And I think it's the mount namespace. So what we can do is we can cherry pick one at a time. So we'll do a systemd reload, and we'll keep playing with this to isolate the problem. And as we isolate the problem, we can hope that this will have an impact on our ability to upload images. So we said it took about 3 or 4 seconds after the program started last time. So 1, 2, 3, there it is. Okay, so the next thing that we can do is we can keep going one at a time. And to be clear, we definitely do. Oh, varlib mastodon. See, so read write paths is set. We definitely do want to have a lot of these settings enabled. Right? We don't want people putting a rootkit and uploading it to my server. Although, to be clear, if they did, like, I would just want, like, I wouldn't be mad. I would just want to talk to them about how they did it. Okay. Let's give that a jingle. That looks really fucking dangerous, but that's okay for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Somebody send coffee. Oh, god damn it. We got one, but somebody send the coffee command. I mean, 1 is not horrible. There, they're back. Okay, so my theory was wrong. So we know. Let's try to simplify it even more. We'll add group mastodon here. Working directory. And we will do, oh, and that was the web service. Let's also do the sidekick service. And you know what? You know what I'm actually gonna do? We want the web service. We want this here. And let's reload now. So I've now, basically all I did this time was I added the read-write paths to the Sidekick service file for systemd. Which we did see that suggested in a similar GitHub issue that seemed to help somebody out. So I added it to the web service, and it seemed to make a difference for the settings page that I had edited earlier. You know, I was able to upload like a profile picture, right? But none of the uploading or anything else worked. So maybe adding it to the Sidekick service file as well certainly would explain the behavior we're seeing. Certainly would explain why we're getting read-only. Certainly would explain why you're able to upload a profile pic, but not upload like a toot pic. And I would say the fact that we haven't seen any logs since I started this small diatribe is a good sign. So let's toot. We're tooting. It's rootin' tootin' time. First I'm gonna root ya, then I'm gonna toot ya. So we're gonna pull up our tutor here. We're gonna go to Mastitutes, and we're gonna write a new toot. Testing photo tootin'. We're gonna upload a photo, so photo library. Find a good, nice, happy dog pic. And we'll add. And looks like it's uploading. Publish. Published. It worked. I tooted. And look, it's already, I can already see it. Look, there it is. Testin' photo tootin'. Cool. We fixed our problem. In fact, we're gonna go be good open source Samaritans. We're gonna go do a small write-up on this. We're gonna go add let's go back and see what we can see here. Ooh. See, we're gonna get a lot of spam. Crime W gay objects. So let's block domains. We need to go here to preferences, moderation, Federation. Moderation. So how do we block these? Silence will make the accounts post invisible. Silence, suspend. Suspend will remove all of the account's content, so we want suspend. Cool, so I can actually come in here and I can mod this. So this all looks fine so far. Okay, cool. That one was easy. I'm glad we found it in our logs here. So it looks like people are tooting at me real quick. So let's go see what people are saying on the tutors. Cool. Alright, so there is that. Hey, Lena's 45. Welcome to Mastodon. Weird seeing me following you on Mastodon, lol. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, everyone. Okay, cool. So we have our Mastadoodle set up there. And what I want to do now is... Here we go. What was I working on? Oh my goodness, love your terminal and font colors. Thanks, you can see more about it here. Okay, so I forgot what I was gonna do. We have our, oh, I was working on this thing. There you go. Here's my good contribution for the day. Cool, so we fixed that problem. And it looks like Tutor is now tootin'. Cool, which is really cool. And then how do I delete this toot? Cool. Are you sent from the Foss Heavens? No, I am. My name is Kris Nóva. Welcome to the Nova Show. This is what I do. This is like my thing. Like I just go and fuck up open source and try to make it better. There are millions of issues of mine out there like this. Like, have you ever tried to set up Kubernetes and Arch Linux? Or it's not a readme, it's a guess. Right? I think there's got to be a Nova in here somewhere. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know how to see all my comments. Is there a way you can do it in GitHub? Kris Nóva, your discussions maybe? Your stars, your projects, your code spaces, your profile? I don't even know. I guess it would be my activity down here. Yeah, like, I don't know. I just do crazy shit. I don't even realize what I do. Anyway, point being is... it looks like Tutor is tootin'. Let's go here, and we will say... Discord. Don't switch, and we will go to Mastodon. ECT Gox. There you go. Cool. So now what I want to do is I want to go to Tutor. How do I still have 15 notifications? These aren't new, are they? 40 notifications? Are these, am I just like catching up? Because my phone's blowing up. Yeah, I guess people are waking up and tooting at me? I don't know. Let's do a cache refresh and see what we get. Cool. So let me do one from my phone. Pleased to announce that the official Hackaderm IO for images and media uploads. We currently have 2 terabytes of storage set aside on a ZFS file system for all of our data. I'll continue to admin the system, blog about it, and come up with a compelling open source privacy policy for us. In the meantime, please send cat, dog, pics. Cool. And then I'm gonna go to my photo library. What's up, Hey Crypto Code? How's it going? And our puppy sitter is almost here, so I'm gonna have to go take a break and tell my beautiful family good morning. So y'all are gonna have to bear with me for one moment. I gotta get this toot out the door though. Cool, so let's make sure this worked. And it's been published, so let's take a look. And we're gonna take a quick break. So if we go to home, we can do this, and there you go. Cool, we'll take a quick break and I'll see everybody in a moment. Okay, we're coming back. I might be taking one more short break, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Cool, so Tutor is online. Oh, good. Kris Nóva, from Farm Dev. Multiple laptops and desktops sharing a mouse keyboard using a barrier or synergy. My method, not Kris Nóva's. I have 3 monitors hooked up to my Linux computer in front of me right now. I have 1, 2, 3. If you're talking about this view, the two, so this is realistic, okay? So the 2 monitors on the left are tethered together, so those work on the one HDMI cable. The 2 monitors on the right work the same way, so those count as one display in my system. So that basically either of those work as a uniform display, right? And the fact that the image shows my monitors breaking up H-top like that is just me anchoring H-top to the lower left corner of a monitor and the lower right corner of a monitor, right? And then the one in the middle is actually the picture's not accurate. The one in the middle in front of me right here is a square monitor. So this is very important. It's an old school square monitor. And the reason it's a square monitor is so that I can run my old school Linux terminal in it. So if you look at this, the reason my stream looks as good as it does is this view right here, this whole, like, see this whole H-top frame in OBS right here? It's a square. It's a perfect square. The other, 1/4 of the OBS frame is me, and then this little thing above me here. And the reason that it looks that good is because we have a square monitor that I share. So whatever I put on the square monitor in front of me is what it shows up here in OBS for y'all. And that's how I do it. Scan lines. Yeah. Cool. So... Can a server owner see the email address we registered with? Yes, I believe I can, but if you want me to check, I can. I can see, I should actually blog about this. I can see a lot of stuff. So let's see. So we go to moderation, accounts, and I can see your email address. I can see when you joined. I can see the IP addresses you joined with. I can see other users who have the same IP address. I can block your email domain. And I can see your meta information. What client headers are you passing to my server? None of this is alarming, right? Like, none of this would be no different than, like, if you visited, like, an HTTP server I had running over there, right? Or if you go to google.com, none of what I'm gathering is anything that they're not gathering, right? I mean, that's just how IPv4 works. If you go visit a website, they have to know your IP address that you're calling from. That's just how the internet works, right? So it's not like I'm doing anything anybody else isn't doing. So... Sudden Gun says, yikes, that's horrible. I went to her site linked below in the client section and had a lot of info on me. Yep, again, not doing anything the rest of the internet isn't doing. I am drawing attention to it. Does that make sense? Internet or Spynet? Privacy is a big thing on the internet, right? This is why folks use IRC cloaking. This has been a problem for decades. This is not a new concern. It's just how the modern web works, exactly. So what I can do here is I can pick on myself. So we'll grab this. Sorry, I'm actually going to share a screenshot of what I can see for every user, right? If that makes sense. So what we can do is I can actually go back to Mastodon and I can go, we'll be working on a privacy policy for the service soon. To need to be as transparent as possible with folks using Mastodon. To be clear, I very much, we'll say, can see your public IP address, the email you registered with, and filter the data accounts for moderation purposes. Yeah, I do. I'll come right now. I'll be right back, everyone. Okay, we're back. I missed the first hour of the stream. Was your master server stuck somehow? I'm currently getting older posts from you out of the order of my instance. First one from 17 hours ago, now one from 1 hour ago. Yes, yes. So there was some backed up notifications and things. Cool. So just bear with us, right? Hopefully it's not duplicating. Also, hi Nova. Thanks for the boost. Cool. I'm just gonna kind of just boost everyone because I just want to build the network right now, right? Like that's what's gonna be important here. To be clear, I very much can see your public IP address, email you register with. Here's what I can see for every client on Hackaday. So we go to pictures, and there we go. So we'll toot that out. Also, how's the book coming along? The book is good. We got our first physical copy of it recently, so it's turning into a real thing, right? So I have to edit this before it's available for you, but it's getting there. It's coming along. So if you want to find out more about the book, you can go check out there. Cool. So So we can also journal cuddle fu Mastodon web. Also, could we get a quick tour of the equipment behind you? So I thought I did have a rack command. Just curious though for distraction. Yeah. It's just a couple of servers and some network equipment, and it's not really anything exciting. So can a server owner get the backup of the post we share? Can a server owner disclose our shipment after deleting the post? I don't know. That's a good question. I think in theory I could probably find it in the logs. And I could probably find the data on the file system. I don't know. We would have to, see what the Mastodon service does after you delete a post. Does it go and scrape everything and clean it up, or does it just ignore it and move on with its life? I am not running Mastodon on Cube because it is a large stateful service. I might put Mastodon in front of a Cube service at some point, but not right now. It's important to add, though, that this is not unique to Mastodon. Yeah. We'll put, additionally, my relationship with Twitter makes a lot of sense now. If their privacy and moderation controls work at all, like the ones on Mastodon, I can see exactly how my account was flagged and why nobody is doing anything about it. Moderators can gather notes, flag accounts, and look up other accounts based on email domain, IP address, etc. And I actually want to put a screenshot of that here. Cool. So we want to go to edit profile. No, we want to go to moderation. And we want to go to, oh, hold on. I'm going to share this with folks. So accounts. So I think I can do limits imposed, right? Is it possible for you to light up the on-air sign behind you? Yeah, I can. So what I need to do in order to make this happen is I'll need to get like I'll do this on the next stream because we're gonna hook it up to like one of the commands on the server here, if that makes sense. But now I'm going to re-register on your server. I'm actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm actually going to expose a lot of this publicly. Like my solution to privacy is going to be just make it very obvious that there is no such thing as privacy. Is there a reason why there is no confirmation for the book sign up? Yes, just because the way that it works is it just goes into a spreadsheet and then I manually go through those and add them to the mailing list, right? So there's just no service that, like, you're not joining a mailing list, you're putting your name into a spreadsheet. And then I'm gonna go through and like, I send out an email about once a month with an update. I should actually do one of these days. But it's just because, like, in order to do that, I would have to like pay like a lot of money for like a formal marketing thing, and I just don't have that for the book. Cool. Cool, so I have 28 fucking toot notifications. So how do I like mark these as red? Does that make sense? Do I just need to go scroll through all of them? I did not see Ukraine. Yes, it is possible to get Ukraine on the list. Just for, I think there's another option. I will add, actually I'll add it right now while we're here. Oh, and we finally crossed 1,000 people signing up for the book. That's really exciting. So let's do create. Cool, so we're gonna do, where would you like it shipped? Edit choices. Ukraine is now right up towards the top. And it is published if you want to go see an updated copy. To be fair, the only reason that I haven't added Ukraine isn't like I woke up and just wasn't aware of what's going on in Ukraine. So implying that like I don't understand geopolitics is like kind of insulting. I've like literally dedicated the past 3 months of my life to like working directly with the Ukrainian government to support them during this hard time they're going through. So, you know. I would say it was more or less of like making sure that I had a healthy relationship with the supply line than anything. Right? Like just because somebody says they deliver to Ukraine doesn't mean that they actually do, right? The last thing I want to do is send my book to a fucking bunch of Belarusian folks who claim to be that they're going to deliver things to Ukraine and then just never deliver them. So it definitely wasn't ignorance, if that makes sense. So anyway, I think we go to Mastodon. Actually, let's try this again. So we will do wherever allow. So I still don't. There's a checkbox up there. That's what you have to do. Got it. Okay, so that makes me feel a lot better. And then can I share like a link? Copy link to post. So if I just go here. So we'll say my toot about cool. So there's my controversial toot of the day. And there we go. There we go. Okay. So let's see, when does my first meeting of the day start? Let me go check on that. Okay, it looks like I have about 30 minutes before my meetings. Why do sheep need privacy? Ugh, why do people continue to put annoying things in the chat everywhere I go on the internet? Who knows? So can I make introduction, like, can I go to my server preferences here? I think there's administration, there's moderation, hashtag. There's cats, so we want introduction, right? Okay, it's just hashtag settings, I see. Cool, back to Mastodon. I apparently cannot elaborate. Well, so here's the thing, right? Like, I hear what you're saying, think of why. And your name alone alludes to, like, some opinions that I'm inferring that you have based off of my observations. Okay. Is your concern that there are a lot of people in the world who don't know any better and who do not possess critical thinking skills to understand the implications of a privacy policy with a social media giant? Okay, I suspect that's what you're trying to say. Throwing around words like, why do sheep need privacy? Like, I would say that that's counterproductive, and a lot of those words are weaponized, right? A lot of those words are what we would refer to as hot in the media, meaning that, like, they're liable to burn people. They're designed to, like, instill, like, emotional responses and to be provocative. And I think that, you know, you start throwing around these words that you see on, like, Fox News and these words that you hear in a lot of these far left and far right circles, and it's like, that's exactly what we're trying to get away from, right? Like, I don't want to, like, have this passive aggressive implication in the tone of voice that, like, you're fucking stupid or I'm smarter than you, right? That's the type of toxic behavior we're trying to get away from. You know, if you want to bring a point to the table, then like spend 5 minutes, craft a fucking sentence with a, you know, a beginning, a middle, and an end, a complete sentence to express a complete thought, and formulate it and connect it with a consequence. All right, that's all I'm saying. So like, why do sheep need privacy? It's like, you know, there's just a lot to unpack in that sentence, and I just don't know how productive that sentence is. Sorry for my rant, but here we go. Cool, so it looks like we have more toots. That's my MacBook that's yelling at me right now. Roasted, LOL. Oh, I'm not trying to roast anyone. I'm just trying to be like, look, this is a fucking problem, right? Elon Musk is about to go on Twitter and like give a voice to all these people who are just like, fuck you, you should burn. Or like, fuck you, you're stupid, I know better than you, so like shut up, and like you don't have enough money to eat now. Or like, you know, shut up, the police have authority to murder you now. And it's just kind of like, I don't know if I want that level of like involvement in my life. So yeah, like, why do sheep need privacy? I would turn the question right the fuck around, and I would say, why do we live in a world where we blame other people for their inability to think critically, right? Like, why do sheep need privacy? Another way of saying that is like, why do we allow adults to keep bringing more people that you refer to as sheep into the world? And why aren't you out there doing something about it? Take a break. Okay, well, it's been real this morning. I'm gonna spend the next 30 or 45 minutes getting ready for my work day. My first meeting starts in about a half hour. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast. So I really want to be clear, like, I'm not upset with anyone, and I don't want to pick a fight with anyone. I am desperately trying to make the world better every day. And I would say that right now is a time for camaraderie and collaboration and empathy and kindness. So, you know, nothing but a lot of support and respect for anyone out there watching. Hi there. I wish nice stream. Thank you. So, thanks for following the show. We're going to raid Security Live this morning. And, you know, join us tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, we're probably going to work on XPID, which is a new PID command line tool I've been working on. We're probably going to work on my book some more. We got a couple of few last minute things to do with the book, including fixing the cover and writing the last 3 chapters, or I should say refactoring the last 3 chapters. And yeah, I would say that, you know, thanks for sticking around. Wow, Crypto Code, huge 10 fucking subs from Crypto Code. Wow. Thank you very much for your support, Crypto Code. All of that money is certainly going to go to keeping the Mastodon server online, right? We're going to order some new discs, and we're going to do what we can to keep the server online. And, you know, I bet we'll be able to watch it grow back over there, and we'll be look back. I remember when there was one server rack back there. So anyway, thanks everyone for sticking around, and thanks for your support. As per usual, Crypto Code, especially you. I really mean it. You're doing great things. Satchmo Geek subscribed with Prime. Thanks for the stream, says VMTTMV. VMTTMV, you know I love you. I don't need to tell you that. And we'll be giving more updates on some of my kernel work, eBPF, my upcoming talks, all that kind of stuff. We'll keep you updated. And of course, I will be tooting about it now that we have a tutor service that's online. So thanks again, everyone. I love you. Good morning. No hard feelings. You're doing great. I am stoked to be a part of this exciting new time in the world. So it feels good to be here, and we're all gonna do great things together. Kris Nóva, you are beautiful and inspiring. Thank you for the stream and have a nice day. Thank you, Orzifan. That is very refreshing to hear that. I appreciate it. Big shout out to you for saying that. I really do love those types of comments, so keep those coming for sure. Keep them coming, keep them coming. Okay, coming up next is Security Live, and y'all can go hang out with him. Make sure to tell him I said good morning. Tell him how awesome I think he is, and I think, you know, we're gonna see everything from working on his new system to maybe some live hacking. His new system is pretty cool, so if you're interested in like his live system that he's building, you should spend some time in checking it out. I'll let him explain it himself, but it's some cool stuff. So we'll see everybody next time. Have a great day. I love you all. You're fucking beautiful people. Keep up the good work. We'll see you all later.